Hi dear all learners, welcome back again to our free online course lesson 5. Today we're gonna discuss about CSS, how you can use CSS in your website. What is the CSS mean? What is that stand for? What is the three different way that you can use the CSS in your website to make your website attractive, and how you can make your website dynamic um, and suitable for any sizes of device that your website can be displayed with the help of CSS. And also there are three different ways that you can use CSS. We're going to discuss about those three ways in our lesson. So without further ado, just let's get started. Okay, let's go to our folder that we started at the beginning, which is here. So as usual, just click on the right side and then open with Visual Studio Code Editor. Click here, and today we're gonna create another file for CSS examples to teach you, so that it will be easier for you to understand, and it will be easier for me to explain. Okay, for some reason it's not opening. That should be all right. Okay. Let's go to the documents that I have prepared for you guys about CSS details on lesson 5. It let's discuss about the definition of the CSS. What does that stand for? CSS means cascading style sheet, which is used to format the layout of a website. With CSS, you can control the color, font, size of the text, the spacing between elements, how elements are positioned and laid out, what background images or background colors are to be used, different displays for different devices and screen sizes, and much more. That means whatever the size of your device is, wherever your website would be opened, it will be adjust according to the size of that device. So say for example, if you open your website into your laptop, it will open according to the size of your screen size of your laptop. If you open it to your mobile, it will be open according to the size of your mobile, so that none of your elements of your website would not be like invisible. Everything will be visible. Maybe it will be squeezed a bit, looks a bit smaller, but everything will be visible according to your mobile view or desktop view, which is why CSS is very famous and popular. Okay, so how you can use CSS? That's the question first. CSS can be used in three ways, which is one is inline, then second one is external. Here is the inline one, internal, and then last one is external. Once I will give the example of those, how it's called inline CSS, what is called internal CSS, what is called external CSS, you will be understand when I will give you the example. So let's see my file has opened or not. Okay, it's still no, yeah, now it's opened. You can see it's opening. Okay, here is our folder. On the left side, as you can see, I clicked on it. That means this is our folder of my website. So inside that folder, I'm going to create another file just to give you example on specifically on CSS. So let's make another file. When you want to make any file here, you just need to click on the right side and then click on new file, then write down CSS. You can write any name you want, but I'm writing CSS dot CSS lesson dot CSS. Okay. First one, let's make a first CSS lesson HTML, and then I will connect this HTML page with the CSS page, which I will explain you later. First, let's start that HTML file, like one page in your website, any page that you want to edit on your website. You want to edit any of the page with the help of CSS. So say for example, this is that page. So just press enter. Now as you can see here, there is completely blank on the right side. What you need to do, exclamation sign, then press enter. This is the structure of your HTML format page, which it's like universal, or it's like a default. By default it will come automatically from the code editor. Okay, so what you need to do, we were discussing about three different way of use of CSS. So first one is inline CSS. Let's go to our lesson. What is inline CSS? Inline CSS means inline by using the style attribute inside elements, HTML elements. That means, say for example, if you want to change any of the specific HTML elements of your whole page, so only specifically for that elements you can write CSS style attribute inside the elements initial tag, opening tag, and then between closing tag. So once I will give you example, you will be clear on it. Don't worry, I'm going to be there in a second. Here we go. I have prepared some of the example of inline CSS. You can see here. So an inline CSS is used to apply a unique style to a single elements. That means an inline CSS uses the style attribute of an HTML element. Say for example, you want to change header 1 color of the text. So like header 1 text color would be blue. So you can in my previous class I also showed you how you can change without using the CSS of any of the text color. If you see my previous lesson, which is lesson 4, you'll be clear on it. But today we're gonna change the color in different way, which is CSS way. So here we go. H1 is the opening tag. This is called opening tag. Inside that tag we have written here style attribute. So this is how it's need to be written. This is how program has prepared for any programmer to write, to change anything. So it's like style equal to double quotation start, then color colon blue. So by these you can change the text color only. If you want to change the background color, so you just need to write here background, BSC, background color, like this. So here I have prepared according to this way. So let's just start with our new CSS HTML page that I have created today. So let's just copy this one and paste paste here on the page. It's called a CSS lesson. So inside the body, it should be inside the body. Sorry, which one is came here? I didn't copy it. So first I need to select, copy, then paste it here. Here we go. So that means in this page now the heading one text color will be blue. If you go to that page, which I created into this folder right now, open this folder, you see over here CSS lesson, just click on it, you will see the heading, a blue heading, because this is something we have written here. Color is blue, so this is called inline. So inline CSS. So any design you want to make, specifically only specific any of the specific single elements, so you can do by this to write down a style on that line. That's why it's called inline, and this is most powerful ways to change of any elements. But this is less way people actually using. The most way people using the third way of CSS, which is called external, which I will give you example soon. So this is how it is called inline CSS. If you want to change any single element on any specific line or any specific part of the website, you can just create like that. And let's just grab another example, which is paragraph. Same, just copy paste here. So now it's the red paragraph would be here, will be visible here in this page, because I'm working on this page. As you can see, a red paragraph. So yeah, 1 second, let's just make it a little bit more visible for you, because my page is a bit outside of the recording border. So I'm just trying to take it inside so that you guys can see the example properly. Okay, now I believe it's clear. So as you can see here, a red paragraph. Okay, that's called inline CSS. The next one is internal CSS. Why it is essential internal CSS? Why internal CSS is required? Say for example, one of your page of your website, you want to make all the text color into same color. All the heading color would be in the same color, so you don't need to change and go inline every time, which will take more time for you. So to save your time, what you can do, you can use inline CSS, so that once you write down your code in one place, which is inside the heading of HTML page, and the whole page heading color, whole page paragraph color will be the same according to the color you will write. So which is why it is even a little bit more popular than the inline CSS, but it is a bit less how it say less powerful than inline. Inline CSS is the most powerful in that sense that the inline CSS first get effect on your website. Wherever you use inline CSS, all other CSS like internal and external will be ignored, and inline CSS will be active on that page. So in that way, inline CSS is most powerful but less popular. So the immediate popular CSS is internal CSS, which is this one. So you can see here an internal CSS is used to define a style for a single HTML page. So as I said, for whole page, for one single whole page, if you want to use a unique design for any of the HTML elements, you can use internal CSS. Once I'll give the example, you will be more clear on it. So and then you can see here an internal CSS is defined in the where in the head section of the HTML page within a style element. So let's give you the example. What does it mean? So as you know already that the format of the HTML page, first doc type, then HTML, then head. So it is saying that style for that page, specifically for that page, to do this CSS, you have to write style start tag, I mean opening tag, between head opening and closing tag. Say for example here, the example as you can see, style first opening tag and then the last opening tag here, and these two tags, style two tag, is inside the heading here and here. So that's what it means, that for internal CSS you need to write down that CSS code inside the heading. So let's do this style code into the page that we have just created, which is here. Just let's first copy the style code, CSS code from here, and paste it where I should paste. I should paste it here inside heading. So here is the heading of my page, and here is the closing of my page. Ignore other information which is written here, which came automatically. It's not a problem. It's cool. It's okay. Just paste it here. So that means this page, like CSS lesson page, whatever you will write on your body now, everything will be according to this design. Like body, that means for these bodies background color, it's been selected this color, powder blue. For this whole page heading, wherever you will write any heading of this in this page, it will be automatically change the color to blue. And then for paragraph, wherever of this page you write any paragraph, the color will be red. Okay. However, you just notice that I have given one example of inline CSS earlier, which is here. So, and I said that inline CSS get effect at the beginning before other CSS like internal and external. So to make that internal CSS active, we have to remove these two. Either you remove or you can comment it out. I know in HTML how it's commenting out. Let's just see how it's doing. Okay, I think it is this way. Yes, this is how in HTML page you can comment out any information or any code that you don't want it to be active. So I put this comment at the beginning. This is opening comment tag, and now I'm putting at the end of this tag closing tag. That means within this area, within this code, I mean commenting code tag, none of the code will be activate on your page. So this is okay now. Okay, so now let's see if I make any other heading, like let's make h1, and then this is heading 1, and let's make p lorem, press enter. Lorem, I have told you in my first lesson that what is lorem is. Lorem is just by default prepared some text for the learner by HTML code editor. I mean this code editor, Microsoft Visual Studio code editor, they prepared it for only for learners to use example of any paragraph. So once you write just lorem and press enter, this whole text will come out automatically, so that you don't need to write by yourself any more bigger paragraphs. So it's just for using for the learning purpose. So yeah, you can see this paragraph, whole paragraph is inside P. That means here, as you can see in style, I said the P color will be red. So this all text color inside this P elements will be red color, and heading will be heading text will be blue color, and this whole body's background color will be powder blue. Let's see, I have just written it here, so it should get effect into my page. See, the background color, which is here, powder blue, the whole background of the page, see, powder blue. And this is the heading color I determined blue, it is blue. And the paragraph color I said red, it's red. This simple it is. So now wherever in this page, if you write any other paragraph, any other code, any kind of elements, so all you need to do, you just need to put that element's name here, and then put any design you want. It will get automatically affect throughout the whole page. So say for example, other elements is like how to call that, image search, or any a link, or any other kind of elements. So what you need to do, you need to press like say a then colon, then write color, colon, what we want to write, brown. Okay, that means the a link is a refer to a hyperlink. So the hyperlink color will be brown. Wherever you put a tag into the body, it will be hyperlink hyperlink color will be brown. That's all. That's what I mean. So I hope you understood what is internal CSS mean. Now let's go to the another way of using CSS, which is called external. External is less popular than the internal, but it is more powerful. Sorry, it is less powerful, less popular, but more popular. But in that sense that for external CSS, what you need to do, you need to create the whole CSS page itself, and you connect that page to your whole website. So once I will give you example, you will understand. So all the design of the elements, what you need to do, you need to create that into that CSS page, and then you connect that page to the pages you connect that CSS page to your HTML page by using code. So once I will show you the code, then you'll be you will understand. Let's go to there. Here, as you can see, external CSS here. So let's just discuss a bit. An external style sheet is used to define the style of many HTML pages. First, in internal you have seen that it just for single page. You see it's here, it's saying single page, but for external it is more broader way people using, but it is less powerful but more popular. Actually, most of the programmer, they are using this way. It's easy and too much time saving, and it's easier to manipulate all the elements of HTML elements by the programmer. So this one is more popular. So what does it mean that by many HTML page? So say for example you have 10 or 12 pages of your website. So by going each pages to make a design each pages, it will take ages. So the way to save your time, not to do that, what you can do, you can use external CSS by creating one CSS page and then link that page to your home page of that website, and then just go on. You just no worry, don't need to worry about each page is how you're gonna design. Just create a design in the CSS page and link it to each page. That's it. That's job will be done. So by saying that, let's just give you example, then you will understand. Look here, this line, what is it saying? It's saying link rel and then style sheet. This is the code that you need to write this like this exactly. This is how the programmer has designed this CSS to write. And then it's saying href, hyperlink reference to who? To the styles.css. This is the page. I'm keep saying this is the page is referring, called CSS page, where you will create all your design, all your edit, h1 p1 h2 3 h3, whatever the design you want to make, table design, class design, object design, everything you can create here. And then you just link this page, like by using this whole line into each page. So all you need to do, just click this copy this line and put this line into any pages that you want to change according to, and then that page will be changed according to the style that you have created. Hope you understood. Anyway, I'm gonna give you example to make it more clear. Okay, so first what we need to do, we need to create a style CSS page, which I'm going to do it here now. So let's come here again in the code editor and let's make a page, style.css. okay, so here you can see there is nothing written at this moment. What you need to do, create the design, according to the way you want. Say for example, I have created the example actually here. This is the page, styles page, and this is the design. Let's say for example body, I want my page body background color to be like that. Excuse me. So I'm copying the whole code and pasting it into the CSS file. Now what it will do, this is a page which is called CSS page. Now this page has the code body, and that body background is like that, and this page has heading background, heading text color is like that, paragraph text color would be like that, right? So let's change something, because in our previous example of this page, everything is looking similar, like similar example for inline css, internal css, so it may confused you. Just delete it now. Let's see, I have deleted. So instead of writing the css inside the heading, now what all I need to do, okay, let's just first see that after delete what effect has put on my website. See, background color change, the text color is by default black, all the text color is by default black, so it's get effect already once I delete. Now I'm gonna link that this css page with my this website page. How? This is why it's written how. Link and put it inside heading. And you need to remember one thing, that this page name, the css page name, I put it here as style, so it should be exactly same. Here we go. So that means this page has linked now by this code called link rel style sheet href style.css. That means by writing this, it is connected with this css page. So this page, html page, and this css page now connected. So all the design is coming to the html page. From where? From this css page. So what I have set up like that. So now you'll see the background color again came back to normal, like like the way it should be. See the background color now, it is it's turning into according to the design that I have set up, only because I have set up the link here by writing this line. So this is called actually external css. External means something outside the page, but it has the effect, that page, outsider page, css page, has the effect on every page. So the way I have created this page, and then I just put this code. So if you want any other pages you want to design like the same way, all you need to do into each pages inside the heading, you just write link referral style sheet like that, blah 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 blah. So as you can see here, that's it. It's very easy. Now this is actually all main three way to use the css. And I just want to tell you one more things about the external css, which is here. With an external style sheet, you can change the look of an entire website by changing one file. I hope you understand that one file means that CSS file, and that entire website means the whole website that belongs to 10, 15, 5, or whatever the number of the page together with the whole website will be changed equally within a single second by using one file of that CSS. I hope you understand. So today about the CSS today is that all? That's all actually. We'll come into our next class. We'll come back with more style, more other topics on CSS. Thank you very much for watching our channel. If you are a new learner, or if you are a new viewer today, I would request you to subscribe our channel to have a look the other video that we have made, which will help you to understand how to make a website from the beginning. So thank you very much for your patience.